welcome back. I am Lady T, and this is the Push Channel Special Holiday Edition, where we're counting down the days until Christmas. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at cornbread dressing, and I have a special guest that's coming in to show us an easy way to make cornbread dressing. As part of the Vlogmas season, I have been recording videos every day from December 1st all the way to December 25th. So normally I just have videos on Tuesdays, but during Christmas I've been doing it every single day. And if you're behind, I'm gonna actually have it up in the link above, and you can look at our Christmas playlist and catch up. Stay tuned to the end of the video, and we have a couple of taste testers that's gonna let us know how that cornbread dressing came out. Okay, so now we're back, and I have my special guest with me today who's going to show us how to make cornbread dressing very easy. This is Miss Loretta.
Hi.
And so Loretta, what makes this cornbread dressing, what makes it easy?
This cornbread dressing recipe was actually given to me years ago by a family friend, and ironically, she went home to be with the Lord about a week ago.
Oh.
And it's a very simple recipe. It's only basically about 4 ingredients, and it's absolutely delicious.
Okay.
Very simple.
Let's move to the kitchen.
All righty.
Okay, so here are the ingredients that we have, and I'll let you, Ms. Loretta, kind of tell us about what you have here.
Sure. It's very simple. I'm going to use chicken broth, and I've already browned off a package of Jimmy Dean's pork sausage. I like the Jimmy Dean brand, reason being it's very lean and you don't have to drain it after it's cooked. So basically I start browning the sausage and add the green seasoning, which is usually a 1/4 cup of white onion, a 1/4 cup of bell pepper, and a 1/4 cup of celery. And I add that to the Jimmy Dean sausage and brown it.
So do you use fresh onions and celery, or do you buy the frozen?
Actually, sometimes I actually cheat and I'll buy like the Guidry's, chopped.
Mm-hmm.
And if I use that, then I'll usually just use a cup of that. Okay. And then also the cornbread, you can usually either a box brand or you can make it from scratch. This, I chose to use a box of, I took a little bit of Jiffy and I added a little bit of another brand. And of course, you just mix it like you do your regular cornbread, bake it off, and then crumble it up.
I mean, this seems like it's going to be very, very easy for those of you who think that making cornbread dressing is too hard to do. So, and as far as this, you say you just browned it and you put the onions in it. Okay, so.
All right. Okay. All right, what I'm doing, like I said, this is my Jimmy Dean pork sausage that I've previously browned, and like I said, that along with the green seasoning. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my cornbread, which I've already pre-crumbled.
And you just follow the directions on the cornbread, whatever kind
Follow
of
your directions, whichever type you need. Like I said, if you use Jiffy, your cornbread dressing is gonna be a little bit sweet, which some people like, which I like. You can use a little bit of Jiffy with another one and cut down on the sweetness, whatever you'd like. So I got a couple of lumps in my cornbread, so I'm gonna switch that up a little bit.
Okay, and so you're just mixing it with a regular spoon. You don't have to worry about using a mixer.
No spoon, no mixer. I'm just gonna combine it with the cornbread crumbs. Add my chicken broth. On average, you're gonna add probably about a cup.
Okay.
Okay.
This is an old school cook, so see she.
Yeah, I'm just pouring. I'm not using a measuring cup. I'm pouring it.
But you
you can, you can. But you kind of, gotta do it by sight because you're gonna see it's gonna start to come together as you add your chicken broth.
Now, as far as like the cornbread, is that like just one?
Yeah, that's one. If you're using a box brand, then you're just gonna use one package.
Okay.
Usually one package.
One package or one box of Jiffy.
Yeah, one box Jiffy, one box Martha White, whichever brand you choose. Okay, as you see, it's starting to come together. Oh, and also one more thing I wanted to, I forgot to mention, whenever I browned my Jimmy Dean sausage and the seasoning, I also added about a 1/4 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Oh. I like Worcestershire sauce. If you don't like it, you don't have to add it, but I tend to like it. It gives your food, I mean, I'm a Creole cook. It gives your food that nice little Creole taste. Okay. As you notice, it's starting to come together. It's a little bit, you want it a little bit wet, but you don't want it totally liquidy. I don't know if liquidy is a word, but I think you kind of understand what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah. Now I always used cream of mushroom soup in mine, but so it's not necessary.
No, the reason being, the Jimmy Dean sausage is pre-seasoned, so you're not adding any additional seasoning. If you added something like cream of mushroom soup, then that could give it too much salt.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the easy part of this. There's no seasoning, so you can't mess it up.
Yeah.
You know, you just, like I said, chicken broth, cornbread, cornbread crumbs, a little bit of seasoning, green seasoning, and that's it. You're not having to season the taste or anything like that. So it's really hard to mess up. Okay. So, even the most inexperienced cook can do it. As you know, what we'll do is we'll probably wind up freezing this until Christmas. So of course, an aluminum pan is going to be your easiest thing to freeze this in. And this does freeze very well.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pour it into the pan. Now, if you're doing it at home and you've browned your sausage in a pot, being that it's Jimmy Dean sausage, you normally do not have to drain it. So if you're doing it in a pot on a stove, if you're doing it in a large pot, you can actually combine it all together right on the stove. Like I said, because we're recording this, that's why I added it to a bowl. But yeah, you can do it right on top of the stove. So you just brown your meat, then add your cornbread into it, stir it up, and then you can just add it into a pan.
So with like the Jimmy Dean sausage, does it make a lot of grease?
No. Jimmy Dean sausage is very lean. That's why I prefer that. Now, if you use another brand that has more fat, then you would probably have to drain it.
Okay, so stick with Jimmy Dean.
I like Jimmy Dean. That's actually what my friend recommended whenever she gave me the recipe. So that's what I've been using.
So now you have it all ready. So what are the next steps?
And then we're just gonna pop it into the oven. I like to bake it for about 30 minutes.
Okay. What do you put it on?
Preheat the oven to 350.
Okay.
So 350 for 30 minutes. Okay.
For 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah. Okay.
Now, you don't put aluminum foil on top of it?
No, I like to just bake it that way. Reason being, we have moisture in it and we want to make sure that it's, it sort of absorbs the liquid. So that's why we don't use a foil. It looks like.
Oh, and this is the finished product. Okay, looks good. Y'all remember Mr. Z from the Candy Cane tasting? And we have Hayden. So y'all wanna tell me what you think?
Okay. Ready? Proper texture. It is seasoned very good.
So on your rating, your scale of 1 to 5, where do y'all put it? Where 5 being excellent and 1 being not good?
5. Yeah, 5.
5, excellent.
Yep.
Thank you, Madame Toussaint. Okay, welcome back. We finished our taste test, and I just want to thank you, Loretta. That's so much easier than the way I normally make it. It's less steps to it, less ingredients. So I don't have to make one for Christmas, but she already left me one.
Exactly. And thank you to the late Susan Tillman for giving me that recipe. Yes, indeed.
So Loretta's holding up her book. She is also an author, and you want to tell them a little bit about your book and how they can purchase it?
Yeah, this is my first novel that I published last summer. It's entitled Murder at Turtle Creek. It is a murder mystery, and it's set in a fictitious South Louisiana town that's basically based on my hometown. I was born and raised in a very small South Louisiana town. So it's a murder mystery. It's very short. It's only 42 pages. You can probably read it in a night. So.
Yes, and I have read it, and I enjoyed the book. I do think it has like this heat of the night type feel to it. And you could, like she said, it's a quick read, but a very good book. And I also put that in a description box below, on a link of how you can actually purchase the book for yourself. And you want to tell them how they can reach you if they want to follow you on social media? Sure.
I'm on Facebook. I'm Loretta Toussaint, Toussaint without the I. So you can follow me on Facebook. I do occasionally do recipes and things like that. Starting the beginning of the year, Miss Trevina here is going to help me start my own YouTube channel, and it's going to be entitled My Creole Cottage Living, and it's going to be about Creole cottage style living. I live in a little Creole cottage, and I'm going to feature recipes and also crafts based on South Louisiana living.
Looking forward to it. So you guys look forward to it and follow her on Facebook. And happy Vlogmas!
Yes, indeed.